What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video where today we're at Twisted Oaks Bike Park and we are once again working on Cara's progression, and this time we're turning the difficulty up quite a lot by attempting to ride these wooden kickers. Right, Cara, apart from the fact these kickers are massive, what is it that you find scary and want to work on today?
So for me, it's actually the fact that they are wooden, they're steeper, and it just looks, from when you're on the rolling, they just look so big and scary. And I don't know what speed to go at them either, and how much airtime I'm going to get. So all these things I'm hoping you can help me with today.
There's definitely so many things in there which I can help with and explain, and hopefully some of you guys, if you're faced with the similar fears and difficulties that Cara is, will help you to get your head around simplifying, breaking it down. They are tall ramps, they're fast, the roll-ins are bigger, everything's just scaled up, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're harder, and it doesn't necessarily mean that they need to be scarier. We're gonna have a warm-up beforehand by going into the woods because there's a tabletop jump I know you've been riding really well, so we'll go get some airtime, get stoked, come out here and smash these. Right, we've made our way into the woods. This is Badger Traps, and as you can see behind me, there's quite a big dirt table. It's not quite as big or on the scale of the wooden kickers out there, and it's a perfect place to warm up because I know that Cara finds dirt takeoffs less scary than the wooden ones, and I've seen her riding this recently and she's getting some good airtime on it, so it's very impressive, so we've got to share that with you guys. Wow, oh my god. Airtime? That was incredible, nice.
Thank you, I really went for that then. That feels so nice to ride.
Before we hit the tabletop jump again, I just want to find out why you find wooden kickers so much more scary than riding dirt ones.
Yeah, so I think the reason why I find them more scary is because, generally speaking, when you're hitting wooden kickers, they're a lot bigger, the speed is a lot greater, and you've got to be committed. And I think in my head, when you're onto that, you've got to jump up to the next level of progression. Plus as well, I think dirt takeoffs and landings are a lot softer than a wooden kicker, so it seems a lot more scary.
So I think I can help you straight away with those two things. So with the size and the scale, we'll come onto that more in a minute and show some examples, but generally speaking, when things are bigger, you've got a bigger landing, so if you crash you're not going to hit the floor, it's going to break your fall, and a bigger ramp means a more gentle curve, which especially for these big bikes is going to make it way smoother and less bucky. The softness thing, I actually find dirt way scarier than riding wood, because wood's consistent, it doesn't change. Dirt gets ruts in it, gets bumps, and after time you could ride a jump and it's completely different to how it was like an hour before, especially if it's sand like it is here. What we're going to do is hit this tabletop with a follow cam and the GoPro, because you rode that actually insane, and then we'll go up to the mulch zone where the kickers are and see if those tips helped and see where you're at on the ramps. Ready to get it, KJ? Show us the tabletop. Then we're all warmed up, aren't we? Ready for mulch kickers. Nice. That's it, pump. Wow. Yeah. That was sick. See his little roost? Oh, tiny one. You need to work on those. Yeah. That was sick.
I actually like whipped.
Yeah, you did, yeah. Because it kind of hips that jump a bit, doesn't it?
Does it? Yeah.
Perfect.
Nice. Right, we're back over at the mulch jump zone now, and there's 3 different options of ramps to ride. The first one is the 6-foot ramp here. The second option is an 8-foot ramp, and finally the big kicker is a 10-foot kicker over there. And this is the one that I want to ride here, the 8-foot ramp. This is the 8-foot ramp which I want to hit, and look how look how tiny I look. It is insane. I can't even hit the top. Before I ride and give these a go, I think Tom wants to explain a little bit about the curves which we were talking about earlier.
A moment ago, Cara was just saying in the woods that she finds that the bigger ramps look more scary and intimidating, and I agree, but I want to show you an example here. So the 6-foot ramp still isn't a small ramp, but compared to the 8-foot and then the 10, it's got a much tighter curve in it, which you can feel when you ride it. When you scale that down to a 3-foot ramp, to send you in the air, the ramp has such a tight curve in it, and what that does on a big long bike is it makes the ramp feel steep and abrupt, and on the small ramps it would definitely send you into a nosedive. So although the 8-foot ramp in this case, I think that's the perfect one here, looks tall and scary and you have to go fast to go up it, it's the most gentle, smooth curve. And I think once Cara can get her head around the fear of standing there staring at a tall ramp, then I think that she will find that so smooth and insane to ride.
Right, I've come up to the rolling now, and this is what I mean by the scale of these jumps. I'll show you from here. They look ginormous, look. Whoa. Especially the 10-foot one. Oh man, I'm gonna get into position and hit the little one first, and then hopefully after a few attempts of that I'll get the confidence built and we can just full gas for the 8-foot one. Dropping, oh my word, oh my word. Full gas, here we go. Ah! 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 Oh my god!
Full speed, KJ. Yo, nice!
I don't know why I screamed. That's so terrifying. That is honestly absolutely terrifying, but so fun at the same time. I think once you hit it the first time, it like gets that fear out of your head a little bit, and you know how it feels and you just want to hit it again, which is exactly what I want to do now. Even faster then. You ready? Okay, big send coming up. Even quicker. Here we go. Whee! Oh my word. That is good. Yeah, that was so good. I think it's time to ride the 8-foot one. Now I've completed the 6-foot one, the 8-foot one is a lot bigger, and I just want to ask you, is there any tips, anything I should do differently?
So I think obviously it's a taller ramp, so you don't have to pull up instantly because it's going to take a bit of time for you to get to the top of it.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Speed, I'd go a little bit quicker because it is 2 foot taller, and I think that's what's misdeceiving, and I know you found that scary going so fast at it, because if you went that speed at a 3 foot ramp you'd die. You'd go so far and it would make you do a front flip, but obviously you need to go so fast to even make it up that, because it's 8 foot tall, you know, like it's probably 3/4 the size of the rolling. So I would say just confidence, you're not going to get bucked, the ramp's going to feel insanely smooth, and then once you realise that, there's so much more you can do with these ramps in terms of boosting and getting stylish and doing tricks, because they're just consistent and smooth.
Oh, this is a nervous climb up to the top, because I know the next time I'm going to be down there I'd have done the 8-foot one, or hopefully done the 8-foot one. Oh, I can't even look at it, it's so scary. Oh, come on, you got this. Just started to rain really heavily now. Yeah. Oh my word, this is so terrifying. Oh, you ready? Oh my god, here I go. Ah! Oh my god!
Get it, KJ. Yes. Oh yes, the air time was massive.
I did it! Oh my goodness! That was
sick, well
so
done.
scary.
In the rain as well, it's got horrible.
I know, it's absolutely chucking it down. I didn't look at the ramp until the last minute then, because it looks so much bigger from up there than it does down there. But that was so sick. I'm stoked on that. I've actually wanted that for such a long time, ever since they put these kickers in, but I've been too scared, so I'm stoked to finally get that ticked off. Right, second attempt then at this big kicker. I'm going to try and go a tiny bit faster, but I don't know if it's going to be possible or if I'm just going to get scared, but here we go. Oh wow, let's get it. Oh my word, that was insane. Oh my word, that was insane. I couldn't say anything in midair then. Yeah. Do you know what? I can genuinely see now how that ramp, although it's bigger, is so much nicer to ride. It's just way nicer than this small 6-foot one.
Got my waterproof bag for the camera. That's what's no, I don't need to show that to her. I'm sick, KJ. Now you've hit that, tell us what you think of it.
I actually think like it's so much nicer, and I never thought I would say this, that a bigger ramp is nicer to ride than a smaller ramp, because in my head small means safe, but actually it's not necessarily the
It's actually the complete opposite
Yeah,
with bikes. It's just people don't
absolutely.
realise that, do they?
No, it's just such a mind boggle.
Can I follow you into it?
Definitely.
Let's get a follow cam to show Cara's progress. This rain's getting quite heavy, Cara. Are you ready to battle into the headwind and rain?
Yeah, definitely.
Right then.
You ready?
I'm ready, yeah. I'm excited to see you ride it. Go, 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 go. Woo, nice. Airtime, airtime.
I could hear you in the air next to me, and I was like, oh, he's so close, he's so close. You scare me so much when you follow me.
You scare me.
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was sick. That's such good progression. I know the last few times we've been, you've been eyeing that up, and you're actually riding it really, really well. I think we will do a video at some point looking into the technique a bit more.
Definitely, and I actually can feel myself being able to take my hand off on that ramp soon.
Perfect.
Not yet, but soon.
Maybe
so
a trick session for you coming up then.
Maybe.
What did we learn? I think today that we learned that bigger ramps don't always mean it's more difficult, and if you can get your head around the fact that everything's scaled up and you have to go faster, the setup is actually a lot safer.
Yeah.
Is that a good
Absolutely.
summary?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. And even some smaller jumps that are a little bit steeper are actually more dangerous and scary to ride than that. Now I've ridden that,
Yeah.
like I can see that in my
You
head.
can see that and feel it and understand it.
Definitely.
And hopefully we've been able to show that to you guys watching the video. So if you're in a similar scenario, hopefully you can take something away from this and go away and hit some big kickers and get some cool sends on the go. We both hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up, leave your comments below, and we will see you guys in the next video.
I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a